I'm Nordic Node, and the one that closed the fund is Node VC, and they're in Stockholm. They actually stole the name. So I actually founded Nordic Node before they started Node VC. But we are all friends, right? So that's all right. I am Johanna Holmström. I run Nordic Node, which is a fundraising advisor to Nordic companies scaling out of their home market, scaling out of their first market with global capital. A year and a half ago, I would have said venture capital. Today, it's a mix of family offices, venture capital, debt financing, for example. I run this with my two co-founders, Elina and Malin. We are all from the venture space, both from London and the Nordics. We also have another leg to stand on, and that is the fundraising and a venture partner to European funds that needs to get into the Nordic market, deal flow, LP landscape, that sort of thing. And we actually got asked to be the Swedish partner to the VC Challenge, which I will actually present today. So I thought, just so you know what we're going to talk about, I will present the VC Challenge, which is a Nordic initiative. We are also going to talk a little bit about the emerging managers' sort of returns and insights that that I had. There we go. So the VC Challenge then. So I am the Swedish partner to the VC Challenge. Nordic initiative, we are on cohort number 3. We actually educate emerging managers from all Nordic countries. So I will tell you what, I'm going to give you some data later. Sorry, could I possibly have a glass of water? Oh God, it's something stuck. Thank you. All right, so the VC Challenge is a 3-month program where we teach anything from fund admin, LP diligence, how to fundraise. Thank you so much. Great. We have sessions on portfolio structure, your deal flow, how to go through an LP due diligence, mapping the LP landscape. Obviously, we have deep sessions on ESG and fund ESG and how you work with ESG with your portfolio companies. We bring in experts, venture experts for every single session. So this is a digital program where we actually meet in each Nordic country for certain events. So we actually started this program in Copenhagen last week, together with our Danish partner Vækstfonden and EIF. So all the emerging managers were actually there, which was excellent. It was a very, very, very good day. We have partners in all Nordic countries. For example, Vækstfonden and Canute from Denmark, Klak and Krea from Iceland, Helsinki partners in Finland, Innovestor and Startup Norway from Norway, and then Nordic Node and the SVCA from Sweden. I am actually co-hosting this program and this cohort this time, together with Virginia Vegas at Startup Norway. It's actually her initiative. She'd started this 3 years ago. So I thought I was going to present you some data that has come out in the application process for cohort number 3, just to see how the Nordics work with emerging managers and what kind of people, funds, constellations, gender, things that has come out. So we actually had 175 applications from all Nordic countries, where we qualified 95. Now, we can't work with 95 funds. That's too much. So we have picked 25 of those to join this cohort. They are from mostly from investor groups, so they have been angel investing before. They have either in a group or just by themselves. We have also got quite a lot of innovation organizations, so incubators, accelerators that want to stick a fund on the top in order to actually support their startups with capital as well. This is great. So over 70% of the applicants are raising or will raise a fund. Then we have some that just wants to learn venture capital, and to be honest, yes, of course you should learn venture capital, for sure. We need more people in venture, right? This is also what we looked at in order to select. We need to look at their investment experience. Have they invested before? What's their portfolio like? Do they have a track record? Otherwise, it would be hard to raise the fund, right? We all know that. So 77% have investment experience for this cohort. And if we look at country by country, I am super excited because Sweden is at 100% investment experience, where I'm from. It's Iceland and Finland had less in this cohort. Not sure if that will be for cohort 4, but we'll see. We need to market this. That's why I'm here. This is something that I personally really want to get more evened out. We only had 32% female applicants this time around. This is something that we work on really hard. You can follow us on LinkedIn. There's a lot of posts, so please go in and write. But if we look country by country, it's Iceland, Finland, and Sweden. You can see that we are almost 50-50, whereas Iceland is actually over 50% female applicants, which is great to see. And if we look at the female investment experience, we can see that, again, Sweden is at 100%. The females that are joining this cohort have all got investment experience, and they have track record. We'll be happy to help them raise their first funds. And then we have, what are their themes? What will they invest in? So when we were in Copenhagen last week, I was so happy to see that everyone had thought about their investment thesis. They knew from what team they are, what experience they have, what network they have, what will be best for us to invest in. So it's going to be mostly green tech, health tech, and fintech. Actually do have one with Africa focus as well, but that would be a credit fund, so that's not venture. So after spending time with all the emerging managers in Copenhagen last week, just from my perspective, what I see the emerging manager, why they are so important for our ecosystem. We know historical data shows us that emerging managers actually have better returns. I think it's 27% are more likely to succeed, a higher return than a fund 4 or fund 5. And why is that? I think, firstly, you're an emerging manager, you have not got burnt yet, therefore you can take a little bit more risk. You are obviously, or most likely, all the funds that are coming into this cohort, they will be pre-seed, seed investors. We're not teaching anyone to be a growth fund. That means that you are getting in early, you can write smaller tickets, you can run quicker because you are also a much smaller team. I would also say that the emerging managers in this program, they are all from the industry, right? They have domain experience, they have their network, it's current. They are much closer to the startup founders because of they've just been there, right? Fund 5 or Fund 6, they are very far away from the domain experience. We also see that they're probably going to be a little bit closer to their investors because they are raising somewhere between, in this cohort, for example, anything from 3 million euros up to 50. They will have a lot of friends and family and networking investors in their first close, which means that you are also, it's all about relationships, right? And venture is all about people, and then to get the returns. And hopefully, if you're an emerging manager, you will do very, very well for your first fund. They also are more current to their networks. I would say they are in the ecosystem. They are closer to the deal flow. And also, with this cohort, they are closer to their potential co-investors going forward. And then, obviously, if you're going to be, it's end of the day, right? So LPs in the room, I probably not. But I would say as well, I had a great discussion over breakfast earlier today about being a GP and investing on the side in emerging managers as key learnings and insights into the next trends and the next managers and the next companies that are coming in, and you'll be able to follow. So that's what one VC here today is doing, and actually quite a few in Sweden are as well. Then I thought, I thought we'll open up the room for questions. Anyone?
Yeah, thank you. So regarding trends, so we have seen the statistics that you achieved in the last couple of years. What is the biggest change that you are the most proud of?
For the VC challenge, you mean?
Any statistics that you've shown us, right?
Oh, I'm from Sweden, so I'm biased. So the investment experience that we have in this cohort from the Swedish managers, and especially the females. I've been working for many years, with angel capital, trying to find the angel investors, and it turns out, hey, we have them. Right. They are now being professional and starting a venture capital fund.
Cool. And what was the biggest impact of female angels or female partners, you think, regarding the other results or trends?
Yeah, no, we always need to have diversity and different perspectives in our startups and on our cap tables, for sure.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.
Do you have plans to open the program to CE countries?
Sorry?
Do you have plans to open the program to other countries, like CE region?
At the moment, we are Nordic. for sure. We did have applications from London and also the Baltics. But at the moment, we will stay at home. It's great to see, five Nordic countries working together to create the next generations of venture capitalists. That is also something I'm very, very proud of, by the way. Great. Any questions there?
You provide expert services. Would you be able to list some of these services which are the most popular?
So the program has, each program point has experts coming in. It can be anything from fund administrators, LPs. We have ESG experts as well. Footprint, for example, will probably be our ESG expert. They're based in Denmark. So we are using our network in Europe and the US actually to bring in the best venture experts for each topic.
Give me an example of the fund administrator.
So they will talk about why they're needed, basically, and why you need a fund admin to do all your LP reporting.
So you've got some professional fund administrators coming in
Oh,
and
absolutely,
sharing the knowledge.
absolutely, and we scout them from our network. The fund admin, for example, that's my old fund admin.
Oh, yeah.
That's coming in and doing a session. And then they obviously have a chance to work with them as well.
Okay. No, because we had an earlier session, for example, on technical DD, so you perhaps have someone who is walking them through due diligence and so on, and building up that expertise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
Just
building the network as well.
building
because
network.
absolutely, there's something that will come out of this. I think it's the Nordic network that you get as a new fund manager from LPs from Finland or Iceland or Denmark, Sweden. They will be there and help out teaching. So this is a deep knowledge program. That's 3 months of once a week or twice a week. So long sessions. We actually started this in the digital session on Tuesday, which I hosted about venture teams and the importance of putting in the right persons in your venture team, and from that doing your investment thesis and your investment strategy. So we had 4.5 hours in Zoom.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I think we need to wrap up.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Round of applause.